There prevails a mysterious place on earth where clouds touch the mountains. And atop those lofty peaks stand centuries-old monasteries. Some say it wasn't humans who once lived here, but angels themselves. This place, Meteora, literally means the rock suspended in the air. But the question is, how did humans find a refuge so high above the ground? In a place so perilous, so close to the heavens, whom did they fear? Or was this silence a path to salvation, a search for divine freedom? Today, let us step into that realm of mystery where time stands still and where humankind once touched the sky in search of God. There are places on earth before which a person feels incredibly small. Why? Because these places seem to whisper, "You may be a child of time, but I existed long before time itself." In the heart of Greece, upon the plains of Thessaly, stands Meteora, a world so astonishing and surreal, where the stones are not merely still, but seems to breathe, gazing endlessly towards the heavens. Around 60 million years ago, this region was once a vast sea. Through the endless play of time and nature, that sea dried up, and from its depth rose colossal pillars of sandstone. Wind, rain, and rivers, together they shaped a wonder we now know as Meteora. It feels like portraits of the sky, born from the core of earth, where every rock tells a story of its own. In the 14th century, a group of Greek monks journeyed towards the silent stones. They sought a place untouched by the noise of the world, where only silence and the presence of God could dwell. The first monastery was built in the 14th century by Saint Athanasius the Meteorite, a monk who believed that to reach God, one must strive to touch the sky. Under his hands rose the great Meteoron, the first and largest of all Meteora's monasteries. Later, 6 more monasteries were built, each standing even today, living witnesses, defying the power of time itself. A time of turmoil. The Byzantine Empire had fallen. Turkish and Albanian raiders were plundering deep into the heart of Greece. The monks had no shoes on their feet, no weapons in their hands, only unshakable faith, a broken wooden ladder, a rope in one hand, and the holy book in the other. They began their ascent. Thus began the story of monastic life in Meteora, a life where every day was a struggle. A monk lifts water from a mountain spring, filling earthen jars. A faint smile of contentment rests upon his face. They believed that the word of God revealed itself through the stroke of a pen. So every word, every sentence they wrote was born from deep meditation and devotion. A monk dips his quill into ink, writing on sacred parchment. The monks gather at fixed hours every day for prayer. The ringing of the bell, the flickers of candles, the scent of incense together, they create an atmosphere of pure spirituality. As dawn breaks and mist gently rolls down the mountains, one can see the silent footsteps of monks moving through the morning light. And when night falls, the monasteries of Meteora sink once more into profound silence. Nearly 60 million years ago, this place was first riverbed. Over time, layers of silt, clay, and stone slowly accumulated, and from that ancient earth rose these colossal pillars. Through earthquakes and erosion, nature itself shaped a landscape so unique that with humankind, it later became a fortress of faith and spirit. Now, Meteora is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Every day, thousands of travelers come to witness this wonder. And yet, the monasteries remain as they once were, timeless, sacred, untouched. At the foothills of Meteora flows the Pineos River, calm, pure, and mysterious. For ages, its waters have brought both life and inspiration. At dawn, the river shimmers like liquid gold, and by evening, it glows red beneath the colors of the setting sun. From afar, one can hear the gentle murmur of flowing water, and perhaps the faint echoes of ancient monks in prayer. This river was the very lifeline of Meteora, the source of water for the villages below, and the wellspring of spiritual reflection for the monks above. Not far from Meteora, hidden among green hills, lies the Theopetra cave, one of the oldest shelters of human civilization. People lived here nearly 130,000 years ago. Beneath one's feet remains symbol of ancient world. Theopetra stands today as a living chronicle of time itself, where the ancient touch of humankind still seems to echo in silence. At the western edge of Thessaly lies Kalabaka, one of the region's oldest towns. Only a few kilometers away from Meteora, from here begins the ascent toward the cliffs. A journey along dust-covered paths that lead the soul closer to prayer. The town is surrounded by the vast Thessalian plain, where for centuries farmers have tilled the fertile soil. Kalabaka's history runs deep. It is said that in ancient times, this was the site of Greek settlement called Aeginian. During the Roman and later Byzantine periods, the area flourished as a vital center of religion and trade. Even today, mornings in Kalabaka begins with the tolling of church bells. Elderly Greeks sit at small cafe tables, enjoying cups of Ellenikos Cafe, the traditional Greek coffee. Kalabaka has changed with time, and yet within its heart still beats the rhythm of ancient faith. Here, every stone, every breath seems to whisper the same truth. No matter how far humanity advances, the soul always returns to the place where the sky touches the earth. Hidden within these stones lies the story of human endurance. The monks who once fled here, escaping war, fear, and chaos, did not find mere safety. They found the liberation of the soul. The bond between Meteora's people and nature feels like a delicate understanding. This place teaches us that to seek God, One doesn't always need to look toward the heavens. Sometimes one must look inward, toward the silence that dwells within. Meteora stands as a mirror of that silence.